Hi everyone, I'm just going to give you a quick update on our 5 Minute Friday as I'll be away on Friday, but thought to wrap up and send through a quick note to you guys anyway. CleanCo was a key activity, and we had a bit of a celebration yesterday to discuss together a bit of the wins that we had. Obviously, Byron having a key role there in helping lead the 3 streams of work around SAP security, infrastructure, as well as protecting our revenue strategy systems. It was very well led, and I think we all agree that it was a lot of work in behind the covers to ensure that project was a success. Lots of people, I can't name them all, but there was a number of people involved internally and externally that have played a very significant role in ensuring that was a success. So thank you to all involved. Kristen, it was Kristen Matthews' birthday as well, so we had some cake to celebrate both CleanCo and Kristen's birthday. I think as we move forward, we're wanting to make sure that we celebrate whenever we have the opportunity, not only on projects but personally as well. And the Thursday session seems to be going pretty well as well downstairs at Ribs and Rumps. There was a bit of attendance down there today, so it was great to catch up with everyone. So please, if you do get the chance to spend some time on a Thursday afternoon with your colleagues and your peers, we do try and make the time to get down there and spend some time together to hear about what else is going on. But yeah, please, if you can, get down there and spend the time with your peers to catch up. In addition to the catch-ups, the initiatives that have kicked off this week, over the last month or so, we've been talking about engaging on a telecommunications strategy. So what are we doing a telecommunications strategy for? There's a number of investments that are going all around the business at the moment, around looking into PABXs, looking into emergency phones, looking at Wi-Fi, and there's a whole heap of projects that are requiring the foundation of telecommunications all across the business. So we thought, instead of looking at things in a quite bespoke nature, we would get some help from our partner, Telstra, to come in and help us plan out some of the things that might align with where our organisation wants to go. So what that looks like, it's an innovation funded initiative. So there is a Telstra Innovation Fund that we will draw from as part of our arrangement with Telstra, for them to send some people out to sites, as well as engage with our corporate head office staff to understand what are some of the requirements, and the outcome of the strategy will be not only a long-term roadmap, but also some very key deliberate investment plans that we will choose to start with. That'll be a prioritised plan around how do we address telecommunications as a service for our broader organisation. In addition to telco, we started some conversations this week around cloud. So we don't know whether we are going to go full cloud, all cloud, hybrid cloud, or stay on-prem, but I guess we're wanting to evaluate whether there is any business case to do so. And the proposition for that is that we've got an investment coming up in renewing some of our hardware, so we don't want to lose the opportunity of either deciding to invest and stay on-prem, or have a point in time where we've actually evaluated the commercials around ensuring that we've got that time and consideration around cloud and our pathway forward, and whether it's in alignment with our appetite, a future direction of the business, and where we want to go. So currently we do have some cloud. We have Office 365, which sits on Azure, but that's I guess our de facto type standard. But what this process will do will help flesh out what cloud means for us and the value proposition, and perhaps a step-by-step process to get us there, with some economics that suggest that it's a good thing to do, or we should be doing something slightly different. So that you'll hear more about that coming up, but we've had some early discussions with a partner that could perhaps help us there. We also kicked off the robotic process automation piece. So Black Book AI came in this week and have kicked off their piece of work and are busily working through a fuel initiative to help automate some of that process. So if you want more information, reach out to Dirk. Tashinga's helping us from Black Book AI, and he's been sitting in Ray's old seat. So get around there and have a chat and introduce yourself and hear a little bit more about what's happening in RPA. At the end of this month, I'll be invited to speak on IT's behalf and give a bit of an update as to what's happened over the last year. So I think it's going to be a fairly high level, strategic conversation similar to sharing our strategy on a page. Might be talking a bit about some of the key projects that we're delivering. I'm sure there'll be some interest around cybersecurity and the roadmap for our IT operating model. So I'm expecting those conversations to be had on the 29th. The other thing that happened this week was we had a distributed denial of service happen on our internet site. So there was a notification we received and we responded very well with our partner in response to that, and I think the impact of it was pretty low. But either way, I think it was an exercise where the internet site was hit with over the normal of amounts of traffic, and obviously brought down the service and diminish the service. So we had to jump in, respond, and do some things there. So thanks to Darren, to Ryan and our partner, as well as Fabian and Brenton's team to help respond to that activity. So other than that, I think it's been a very busy week for all. I know we've had some people out at site. We've also been talking about the collaboration and improvement around the state of affairs for the EPAS project, and more generally, I think the momentum into the back end of this year is already starting to have a taste for Christmas time. I think everyone's looking forward to what the end of the year brings, but look, I'm really happy with the way that things have been going, and really happy to have chats with other people if you've got any ideas, suggestions and contributions on things that we need to be doing in the last half of this financial year. So reach out and look forward to speaking to you really soon. Cheers.